Good morning. It is Wednesday, June 3rd. We are 90 days out from September 1st. 90 days out from September 1st. Why do we talk about the 90-day rule? If you are headed to a kitchen table or a conference table today to sit down with your buyers or sellers, primarily your sellers, kitchen table today means you are about 90 days out from a closing table. Because you got to factor in, you're going to get them prepped and ready for market. You're going to get them on the market. We're seeing, obviously, inventory that is sitting on active listings that are sitting on, and they are marinating in their greatness. There are conditional challenges, financial challenges, pricing structure issues. I heard a great quote the other day from one of our great agents. She referred to it as seller-inspired pricing. Nonetheless, there are a lot of challenges that are going to make that window to attract a buyer long or longer. And then when a buyer finally approaches and you go under contract with them, they've got a 30 to 45-day window. So it's about 90 days from kitchen table to closing table. So that's why we always remind you, today is Wednesday, June 3rd. You are 90 days out from September 1st. So your activities today will be opportunities in the future closer to that September 1st date. Your DTD2, do the database 2, go through your database, having your conversations. Every week, we let you know who you should be calling, who you should be texting. This week, you are calling your S's and your U's, and you're texting your O's. It is a Wednesday. It is action-packed. It's the first Wednesday of the month, so we do things a little bit differently. At 9 o'clock today, you have a chance to go into main contracts at 9 today. That's in Portsmouth and also on KellerTV.com. The link for that is in the morning news. At 10 o'clock, you go from Maine into New Hampshire at 10 today because it's the first Wednesday of the month. So at 10 o'clock today, you can do Portsmouth contracts. Yes, we're going to have our own contracts here in Portsmouth. New Hampshire contracts. Also available in person in Portsmouth or on the Zooms at KellerTV.com. The link is in the morning news. And at 11 o'clock, and we do this every first Wednesday of the month, 11 o'clock, we have luxury training with the Brady Sandal. He is the director of luxury for Keller Williams International. He is on at 11 o'clock in Portsmouth and on the Zooms. And then following that in person only, Adam Dow takes over and has a localized conversation about luxury. Now, if you're hearing, well, there's a luxury training, it's 11 o'clock, it's with Brady Sandal. I don't think I need to be there. I'm not moving into luxury. I'm not thinking about luxury. It is not about, hey, this is a house that's more expensive than others. It's about the delivery of service. It's about surprising and delighting our clients. It's about how we are creating experiences, not transactions. Because I'm always fascinated when people are just like, well, I've got this client and they're shopping in this price point, so they need white glove service. All of the people shopping for homes in North America, in the continental U.S., and overseas, most price points deserve white glove service. So I'm not saying there are different conversations and different interactions for price point or personality for that matter. I don't think that you dumb it down for certain price points and then you loft it for others. I think people want to be spoken to and they want to experience a human touch. They want to feel heard and cared for. And I think the luxury conversation that you'll have today at 11 o'clock with Brady and then following that with Adam Dow, you'll hear about that, making it experiential and not transactional. So that is 11 o'clock every first Wednesday of the month. So again, today at 9 is Maine, 10 o'clock is New Hampshire, 11 o'clock, the luxury training with Brady Sandal, and then a local conversation here with Adam in Portsmouth following that. Perfect. At 1 o'clock today in Portsmouth, in person. Now, it might be a little confusing. You're going to be in Portsmouth today for the training. This happens at 1 o'clock today. KT is in Texas. He will be up on the screen talking to us. You will be in the classroom with the assistance of Colin and Jason, our director of compliance and our managing broker. They're going to help you button mash, and you're going to learn about Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is our new process for making sure our paperwork's getting done. We've had Dotloop, we've had DocuSign. DocuSign, and I'll say this and I'll remind you, July 14th, DocuSign sunsets. You will not have access to DocuSign after July 14th. A lot of you enjoy Dotloop. If you're a Dotloop fan, you're going to love Lone Wolf, because Lone Wolf and Dotloop are very similar. You will see that today. So if you can make the training today in Portsmouth, in person, with KT and Jason and Colin, awesome. That's today at 1 o'clock in person in Portsmouth. Absent that, tomorrow and every Thursday at 4:30, KT is teaching the Lone Wolf training from 4:30 to 5:30. Tomorrow at 4:30, every Thursday at 4:30, unless he's on vacation or traveling for Mega Camp, which happens at the end of August. Absent that, if you have additional questions, you can always book your face to meet with KT. The button for that is in the morning news. There's 2 questions. Ready for coaching? Book with Tim. Tech coaching? Book with KT. And you can book his face. He's available 7 days a week. Our Market Center tech trainer, KT Temple. So you can join him for that conversation, or if you want to be here today at 1 o'clock. So a full slate of stuff going on today here in Portsmouth. And we are in June. And I think people historically, because of, I call them daduations and graduations and weddings, you might see that some people who were shopping with you last month might be busy this month if they've got graduates and they've got weddings and all that kind of weekends get a little clunky with all the social calendar stuff ebbing to the top. Now more than ever, and you're noticing too, we have more listings coming on. We have more price corrections being made. This is the moving window. This is where people are going to position themselves to be closed, stay with me, 90 days from today, which is right around Labor Day. People are going to get into action. Start having that conversation. Mr. and Mrs. Lindsay, you realize if we get started today, the probability that we will close on or about September 1st is much higher than if we wait until July 1st, because that will be, I'll let you do it, carry the 4 and divide by 3, October 1st, and so forth and so on. And again, we're not having people buy, sell, or invest unless they are ready to. It has to be appropriate for them. But please don't sit on your hands. Please don't ignore your phone. Please don't step away from the conversation of forward motion for the people that told you, call me in the spring, for the people that told you, we're going to move after my daughter graduates. Because if this June, you've got people graduating high school and that's the last bird to leave the nest, and mom and dad can right size into a smaller property that's easier to maintain, doesn't have the same taxes, blah, 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 and save a little money while they're throwing tuition out to the new university their daughter or son got into. It's a financial conversation. It's an all-encompassing financial conversation about what makes sense for them. We're not going to pin them up against the wall and say, you told me in the spring you were moving. It's not about the move. It's about the motivation. We find out what's at the core of that motivation, what's the driving force behind that emotionally, by asking questions, staying curious, and using the gifted talents of a servant's heart that we all have. Go do that today. If I can help, let me know. It is 603-834-2856. You can also book my face at meetwithcoach.com. I'll see you in and around the Market Center and the internet. Have a fantastic day.